Your mother knew who she was. Do you?
What up, YouTube? I came on today, or I'm coming on today, or coming on again, whatever. Um, to I have a quote. Sun Tzu is my man when it comes to quotes. I have a lot of them that I'm definitely going to keep sharing. But this one today is in the midst of chaos, there is always opportunity. And this is what I feel about in today. What I feel about is chaos. My life right now, everything, every day seems like there's something new. And when something is new in our lives, it's always, these are the things that that I feel. It's unfamiliar, so I feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's it's positive, so stop trying to fight it. Like, oh, I don't feel like doing this. And I definitely want to grow as a person. And the chaos, or the small chaos in my own head, is how do I grow? How do I approach these things that are new in my life? How do I approach these things in my life? And I was last night, this particular night, whenever this video is shown, but let's just go with last night. I had a dream. I'm not going into what the dream was about, but I was dreaming. And I remember this, I woke up because I think the heat cut on, and I was like, okay, I don't want it to get too hot in the house. I don't sleep well or sleep the best when it comes to sleep. Everybody I know, it seems like, but definitely I like to be cold, or at least a cold room or the cold temperature to sleep. But I got up to turn off the heat because I forgot to turn it down before I went to sleep that night. And I immediately, when I lay back down in bed, I started to process everything that was new going on in my life at this time. And what I mean by process, I wasn't thinking all positive about it. I was like, oh man, this is new. I'm nervous about this. I hope this works out because of this. Maybe this, because everything is happening in 2 days. So maybe this. And my brain was starting to take off on this chaotic run of fear. And at some point, I can't say I was doing this for 10 minutes or even 5 minutes, but at some point I said to myself is now is what's most important. And all this chaos that I'm going through, I'm not even focused on the opportunity that I have. I'm focused on how do I accomplish this? Honestly, how do I accomplish it? If a person asks me to do a job for them, to coach their athlete, to help them out, they're asking me because I'm qualified. And that's what I started to sit on. I'm qualified. I may not believe I'm qualified for everything that people ask, but I want to say I've never been in a situation where I've been uncomfortable and I've been asked to do something. I'm there and I'm nervous and I have that energy of, I've never done this before or whatever. And then a person has always shared with me like, but I wouldn't have asked you because you're you. Like, be you. Like, you are the best person for this because I've watched you. And immediately when someone tells you that, you don't jump up and down. At least, no, let me speak for myself. I don't jump up and down and go, oh yeah, you're right. I have to say, wait a minute. If they see me this way, why don't I see me this way? And that's always the chaos that I create for myself. And why do I create chaos for myself? And this is how I walk myself through it. I create the chaos for myself to walk through it by myself so I can become a better self for other people. That's literally why I do it. Okay, I'm not running from chaos. I'm not running from negative thoughts. I'm not running from fear. I may cast it out, view my pain at a distance. I may do that, but I'm not going to run from it. There's a lot of things that I would be afraid to. Maybe when I was younger, let's say I was afraid to talk to my coach, but he's my coach. I'm afraid to talk to my boss, but he or she is my boss. And those things right there is through sports, you learn, like, ask a question. And a lot of times when you ask the question, or at least when I asked the question, especially when I was playing football and running track, I would always be met with something that wasn't always comfortable. I mean, it wasn't like, hey, you stupid. It was more like, you know, you're not mature enough to understand, or keep working so you understand. And that was one of the biggest things. Like, yeah, just keep doing it and you'll get it later. I hated that statement. That statement was annoying as heck. But in reality and truth, they're absolutely right. Just keep going. Just keep doing, keep pushing, keep asking questions, keep growing, keep showing up. And that's the thing of the chaos in our head, or the chaos or the fear that's in our head that we create. You know, the verse, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but I've said that statement so many times, or that verse so many times, and I've watched people justify their fear right back to me. I'd be like, but I was trying to say that if we discuss this, let's try to say the fear, understand the fear, so we can eliminate the fear, because the fear didn't come from a place that the universe sent us and be like, yo, let me send you that fear. You know, I got this fear I'm going to send down to you. It's for us to analyze the fact that what we're afraid of, honestly, is probably made up in our head, or we created that idea or that construct in our head. And that is a part of being human. That is the human experience. That is the joy about being humans on the planet. As we become aware and conscious, we just gain an understanding from faith to faith, 30, 60, 100-fold. Those things help us grow. Everybody's 100-fold faith person, so they think, until they actually have to encounter faith. I was that dude. I was the one who was like, oh no, I got the faith. I even had people say, it's your faith. And then when I drove across the country with my family with little money, a new form of faith or a new form of belief had entered into my realm that I never would have perceived. So the chaos, or the chaotic, and maybe and a lot of our chaos, and I could say, I'm gonna be careful and not say all, but a lot of our chaos we create. And once we create it, we give it legs, we give it tentacles, we give it all kinds of things. And I am positive that it's really a construct in our minds that we've made up about ourselves. I'm learning that, and I'm unpacking that every day. I've made that up. Did I make that up about myself? Like, did I really just make this up? And writing it down, making it plain to yourself, processing the information over and over. And I'm like, wait a minute, I made that up. There was nothing. Nobody said I was a failure in this. I did. I viewed myself as a failure. I created this chaotic thing in my mind. And I was like, wait a minute, in the midst of all my traumas, all my shortcomings, all my challenges, all my lack of belief, all my insecurities, it was my tools to win. Yes. Like, I'm learning how to win with all the shortcomings that I have in my mind. And it's a beautiful thing. It's not that I don't welcome and say, hey, what's the worst thing that can happen to me, and see if I can get through it. That's not, God knows I don't think like that. I'm not thinking like that. And I'm not asking for anything to come my way. But when you're moving and when you're learning down this path of your existence on this planet, this earth school, as I mentioned before, it's for us to learn true self, become conscious of self. That is the thing. Like, people, I've heard someone say, I can't remember, but they were talking about, I meditate. This person was telling this guru, I believe he called himself a guru. He said, I meditate every day. And the guru chuckled, didn't laugh, kind of chuckled. And he said, what is meditation? And he goes, well, he started explaining how he meditates, and he kind of chuckles again, very pleasant chuckle, like, and he was like, meditation simply means to know thyself. And I was like, wow, I never even thought about it. As I meditate on thy word day and night, he'll make our way prosperous, and then we'll find good success. Well, wait a minute. If I know myself, I'll have good success. Dadgum, that's what that said. And as we sit through the process of understanding, like, who is me? Who am I? Who is me? What can I offer to people? What can I give people or share with people so they can grow? I don't want to have a nicer car than you, but if you let me drive your car, the heck, I will drive it. If I'm in your house and you're very proud of your house and I'm walking around your rooms, I'm excited to see what you have. You created this, whoever you are. And I want to share my creations and my love and my joy with people as well. I get more excited when a person says to me, it's awesome. We had an awesome, thank you for talking to me. I look forward to talking to you again. That feels good to me. It's like, wow, because at a certain point in my life, I believe I was a mute, meaning I wasn't good at talking or good at sharing. But as I grow older and older, as I've grown older, I'm saying like I'm super old, but as I've grown older and older and had more experiences, I've learned that my experiences are just as valuable as your experiences. And as we gain each other's experiences, I don't view mine as worse or better than yours, and vice versa. I hope you don't either. But the chaos is where we grow. The chaos is where we win. I believe that's what the quote says, win. And in life, I want to win. And in life, it's a journey. And on a football field or the basketball court, or if the gun goes off, there is a time limit to all that. That is your chaotic moments for you to learn on this journey called life. That's what it's all about. It's all about us learning, gaining a better understanding of self, meditating, focusing on, who we are so we can help self. We have children, we have jobs, we have all these things to learn who we are. I never look at the fact that because this person has a job and they make more money than me, I don't hate them, or I don't feel bad because they make more money. I would, talk to different people, and a lot of times, and I'm sure everybody at some form encountered this, where the person blurts out their salary. I'm like, oh, why are you planning on giving me some of that? Like, what is doing? But that's not a person that really understands, like, it's not about salary. And I try to do my best, if I spend more time with this person, to show them it's not about that. It's not with me, it's not about that. It's about growing and knowing who I am. And as I walk this journey, or as we walk this journey together, that's what it's about. It's about all of us learning from one another, all of us growing from one another. And I can't do this by myself. That's why I have a wife. That's why I have boys. That's why I have my athletes around me. That's why I have people who message me, different things, because in my instinct, who I am, I'm very much an introvert. I don't have a problem building a cabin in the woods and living by myself, as I guess a hermit. I don't know what you call them, but anyway, I don't have a problem doing that. But I also know if I did that, I'm not going to learn everything about myself. And people show me self through their angers with me, through their frustrations with me, through their love, through their kindness, through their gestures. All of it is chaotic. I guess all of it is chaotic, because I didn't say everything chaotic. It can be chaotic, but it's all to learn who we are. So going through chaos, there's opportunity, and we all have to learn to look for opportunity. And in this video is an opportunity for me to share. So again, I win. Hey folks, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Oh yeah, hit that bell, so you can know more about Swift Sundays.